Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, it appears I am in fact alive, but something that I am not is apparently somebody who remembered to add the stream marker so I can chop out the parts of the stream. The apparently 11 plus minutes in which at the beginning of this I wasn't saying anything, but I guess that shall be done anyway because I remembered right after I began speaking, so same difference. But yes, hello, welcome, hello Red Bear, hello Tree Pangolin, and thank you Red Bear for the Twitch Prime sub for 26 months. Which I guess the bot message which exists now for the sub thing says that, but not the, or it doesn't say that, rather, it doesn't say the total, it says a streak, which I guess there's no streak right now, but that's alright. I know it says that, but I guess I could probably try to figure out how to change the thing so that it says the total number instead of the streak, but whatever. At any rate, I guess to quote the alerts for somebody else that I watch semi-regularly, your business is appreciated, and you know, enjoy your bob, enjoy your channel points, enjoy your no ads, and enjoy my bewilderment at realizing that I'm trying to figure out where that alert is, or in the queue for Streamlabs, but apparently Streamlabs doesn't want to show that alert. Wish I could replay it because I didn't actually have the thing active when it actually happened, but apparently it's not gonna let me do it. Oh well, whatever. Every single new day that I try to use Streamlabs for anything, I become increasingly disappointed with it, but as that goes, not just for Streamlabs, but for pretty much any other streaming implement that I've tried out that isn't just OBS Classic, which is why I'm still using that to this day. Like even freaking OBS Studio, I could just in theory switch all of my my scenes and my sources over to that, but when I try to do that, I realize within seconds that it doesn't even let me like control the images, the opacity of an image, or at least not as easily as OBS Classic does, but anyway. I'm sure you didn't come here to hear me bitch about that, but it's time for me to play video games instead, so you'll probably be hearing me bitch about something very different indeed in just a minute. Which might not even be completely related to the video game itself, but rather the setup that I'm trying to manage to create for myself to play it without wanting to destroy myself. I don't know, but let me see. I was playing this last time I was streaming, which was just like a few days ago, but in a surprise, unusual early morning stream, which I thought would be a prelude to a different stream later that day, but I just ended up being too sleepy, predictably. But yes, today we are gonna be playing a couple new games, or at least one newish game. A game that I guess isn't as new as I could say that it is, because it's technically not as new as the other game that I'm playing, depending on how you define it. I don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about this, but like I mentioned, this game did come out on early access. It's still in early access, but it came out as part of that in January this year, I think, which I was surprised to find out like a week or two ago, because I've been following the series pretty much since it came out, actually before it came out, since, you know, I was technically playing the fan games for the game Ori no Ryori, which is whatchamacallit, which is a Japanese PS1 game, and then the creator for these games made a series of fan games for whatchamacallit. Made a couple of fan games for that game, and then the third game eventually became the first Cook Serve Delicious game. Anyone else's Twitches look like this? Title half chopped off under stream, subscribe button in behind the chat. Yeah, I'm looking at this, that screenshot now, it seems pretty... pretty inconvenient, but I think that might have to do with how much it's zoomed in, or like how the resolution is. I don't know if it can be helped in that monitor, but I would say, you know, like always, hashtag blame Twitch, but That's what I tend to do most of the time anyway. Also, hello, Shruggy. Is this game new? Well, this game is kinda new, like I mentioned. It's a few months old. Even though, or at least this version of it is a few months old, even though this isn't technically the full version yet, but this is definitely a playable version, as I will be demonstrating in just a minute by playing it. But yes, it's early access. I actually don't know if the game is beatable right now. I don't think it is, based on what little I've heard from outside sources in like the Discord for this game, which I've since gone into. You can get there by going into the socials menu in this thing, or just looking it up in the games pages, I guess. Can't imagine why that wouldn't be there as well, but I think I'm only gonna be doing this for a little while, and then I'm gonna be switching to Bloodstained, because that's another indie game that came out with a new mode today, actually, the New Game Plus mode with Zangetsu. But first I would like to at least complete the, as you can see, the one stream that I did of this before, in like the wee hours of the morning, I was doing the first territory here, and I did do it. All the gold medals there, and I've been doing the second territory on my own time, but I don't have all the gold medals, and I do have like 4 routes here that I haven't completed yet, so I guess I'll be working on those for at least a little while. Stupid Twitch, I normally pop out the chat video anyway, but well. I mean, when you come to Twitch, there's a few things you need to anticipate, I guess, one way to put it, but let's see if I can actually rearrange my whole self so I can play some video games. Just a second. Let me see if I can more or less imitate the same setup. Oh yeah, I have the fan on. I should probably turn that off, because that's probably making some background noise. And make it so that the microphone is slightly to my left and not directly in front of me, so I can sit back a little bit, just enough that I can not be slouching over forward, so that I can have some posture that isn't at least completely reprehensible, even though that's easier said than done. Let's see. Try to get these springs and the freaking mic stand to not perennially pop like that. I don't even know what to call that sound, but it probably sounds terrible in the microphone feed. I don't actually know what that sounds like, but I should probably try to figure it out, just to see how badly I need to avoid it. But anyway, let's see. I think this is gonna work. I can make it work. Let me see here. So what have we chosen here? Burgers and patties, which I'm pretty sure that the names of these fruits on this menu pretty much just signify which foods you're gonna have available for this particular menu, and there's no point requirement, so you can just sort of cheap it out. But apparently that's not really an option, because apparently the point minimum for all the foods here at least is 3, and for this one it's 2, so I think we'll just go ahead and go for the 2 for that, just because we know it's this is an easy one. But as for these ones, I don't know, I get the feeling I'm gonna hate all of these. How do you make the chicken sandwich? I don't think I've liked any of the sandwich holding station foods that I've tried in this game so far, because it sounds like you can make it, and you can be simple or complicated, but in the end you just have to serve it, and that's it. I think all the sandwich holding station foods have extra steps. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a problem, but I guess this one might be manageable. Let's see, let's practice for a little bit. Yeah, the keys for it seem pretty intuitive so far, at least. So I guess we're gonna make this one work at least. Sure, we'll purchase it and have it at the menu, but now the question is, of course, which other one are we gonna, I guess the grilled chicken sandwich would be an obvious option, because I get the feeling it's just gonna be the same, but I guess, a little bit different in how you prepare it before it's actually served. Let's see. Let's see what happens when these things is actually done cooking. What else I'm gonna have to do? I get a feeling it's not just gonna be a matter of serving it. That would be way too easy, you see. Even though that's what you do with pretty much every other, yeah. So it's still okay for... So yeah, it's literally the same, except... I guess you also have Swiss cheese as an option. Just gonna have to be mindful of that. Yeah, I think we can do this and work with it. It's probably the most efficient option at any rate. So yeah, we gotta do with... We're gonna do regular chicken sandwich, we're gonna do grilled chicken sandwich, and we're gonna do Salisbury steaks, so... An 8-point menu, not that it matters for this one, but... It's only 3 foods, so in theory it shouldn't be that hard, but... You know, theory and execution can be...
Let's have some fun today.
Bit of a stretch between them, can have a bit of a stretch between them, especially in this. Let's see. I need to prepare enough a lot of them for then this first stop at least. Oh boy, it's 2 stops. That means it's gonna be
nearing the next stop.
It's gonna be really bad. I've seen these 2-stop routes before and they're always like... First stop is really easy, just to lull you into a false sense of security, but then, well, you'll see what happens in the second one. It'll be a sight to behold, I'm sure. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong there, but apparently I already did something wrong somehow. So let's restart that.
Good to see you, Chef.
Because I'm gonna need some serious time even for the second one. Or for the first step, that isn't even the difficult one. Not too much like I was saying all throughout my first trip of this game, it's like I have so much faith. No doubts whatsoever that this is all somehow doable. I don't know if I'm gonna be the one to do it, but it will be done. Alright. Again, I don't know what I did wrong there. Right, let's do that again, but slowly.
Alright, let's get moving.
This time, if I get a... Oh, you know what, I just realized one of those... Yeah, this one has this one. There's actually 2 options of the patty. It's not K every time. I thought it was. That's probably what I did wrong. It's either K or S for that one, but for the second one it's always K. Oh boy. This might not have been the best choice after all, but I guess now that I'm mindful of that, maybe it'll be able to do a little bit better. Let's see if we can at least clear the first step, the easy one. See, it's S, not K. That's what I was doing wrong. So far, so good. Famous last words. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong there again, but... These are gonna be the same, I think. And we're gonna have to wait for all these freaking Salisbury steaks to be completed before we can even start serving the sandwiches, which apparently we have enough of the regular one, but not the grilled one. Well, this is gonna be an interesting challenge. Alright, there we go. All good. Ones that have the spicy option out of the way anyway, so the rest of these are all gonna start with K. Let's see if we can manage this. Jesus Christ. I think we need to actually make more, but might as well have that as a backup there. Right. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. And we just wait for this one to be completed. This will be the last one. Apparently we managed to do everything perfect so far, which is more than I was expecting. Alright, there we go. Really don't like the sandwiches as the holding food spot. That's one heck of a way to start this, let me tell you. But get the feeling that unless one of the other routes that are left here are going to be another one of these gimmick ones, that's probably going to be the hardest one that I do today. Oh, we didn't get any money because there's no delicious bonus, because it's... we only get that because... or if we do like a long enough string of combos, but it's already been enough to do that on that stage. Also look, it's the song again, the one that I pretty much added to the stream playlist instantly after doing my first stream of this game, because why wouldn't I? Also I got a new trinket, which I don't think has happened in a while. Let's see. This next one is just 10-point menu, which is only with 4 dishes, so yeah, let's avoid these freaking sandwich dishes in the holding stations like the plague. I didn't want to look at them after what just happened. Let's see if we can do something difficult. We can do okonomiyaki. Yeah, that is how you say that. That's immediately, we need 10 points. We technically only need about 7 points because of our number of prep stations, I guess. But I might as well try to go for the full 10 points, so that's 4. How else can we fill this out? Pizza by the slice, that's not difficult. There's no way I only need 2 more. And go for some of the easier stuff to prepare, like, I don't know, Medovic. That's easy. Honeydew, that's easy. We can go with this, that's exactly 10 points. Alright. I have no doubt whatsoever that this is gonna go at least better than... Not interrupting that song, but you can have to move it along sometimes. No idea, or no doubt whatsoever that this is not going to be nearly as stressful as the last one was. It's only 2 stops, oh boy. But it's another one of those
we're almost there.
Fake sensor security ones, oh boy. Let's see how we do. I'm pretty sure I only started doing practicing okonomiyaki today, so it's a complete full sensor security there. Let's see here. Sauce, hot sauce. There, that's how you do it. More pizza, yep. Here comes the real challenge of today. Okay, we have enough of this one. Sweet sauce, cheese, sausage, then beef parmesan, red peppers, and tomatoes. There we go.
Taking care of it, chef.
See if we can manage to avoid any of those. No, I think I already lost my concentration. Hold on. Avoid letting any of those run out of time. Avoid running out of time with any of those. I don't know what the best way to phrase that would have been, but I obviously did not find it by myself. But it's gonna take a few tries, I suspect. At least 2 tries. But I have so much faith. You have no idea. Oh, okay, we don't need to make more than 1 each of those. Squid, and there. I need to EWP something. I need to remember the initial combination for that. Better. Oh, I already got that one. So it says it's a bit there. The cheese, spinach. if we needed more than one. Apparently we did, alright. Need all the PC and then one of these. Completely run out and not managed to save it in the end. Do we need more pizza? We need more of this. Alright, there we go. Got it on the second try somehow. At least, unless I do something... Actually, I don't think it's even possible to lose at this point, so yeah, let's wait. Several of these. Well, it's not possible to lose unless you just wait too long, which wouldn't you? There you go. So that was technically... I guess I consider these, you know, 2 stop routes where it's like... This one's really easy, but then it just ramps up out of nowhere.
So proud of you,
Kind of gimmick routes.
Good job, Chef.
Whisk,
Oh,
I
God.
have told you about coddling Chef. It's not helping him.
You use the stick, I use the carrot.
What am I doing with the stick?
Doesn't seem like a very cromulent analogy there. Considering what they might be alluding to, but... Well, here we get all gold medals on C, whatever C is, retirement, I guess a town. Locality, I don't know what you would call it, which means that the only one that's not completed yet is this one, stale chips. Okay, traditions, 15-point menu, oh boy, it seems like it's gonna be exciting. Let's just focus on trying to clear the ones that we haven't completed yet. New 10-point menu for this one, let's see what we got here, pizza, we can do that one easy. We have pizza by the slice here, we do not, that would have been like a good combination. So there's the pizza, that's 5 points already. What else do we do? Brisket slices, let's keep it chill with the... we already have 5 points or 8 points. Let's go with the normal or... the relaxed ones, the easy ones for the holding station foods. And as for this, we already got pizza, what else can we... What do we need? What do we know how to do, like... Fried chicken. Is this just picking the right variety of chicken? That's the whole challenge there, I guess so. I don't think you need to do anything else after you already cook it, you just need to serve it now, right? So it's just a matter of pressing the right key combination there and then yeah. Let's go with pizza, with fried chicken, and what else? I don't know how to do any of these. How about the corn chip pie? Something that I still have never heard of. Let's see. Matter of putting the thing in the toppings on there, I guess. I can do that. What? Is it H for chili here? I can probably manage this. I'll do that. We haven't even bought this one yet, but we get a 14-point menu, I'm sure we'll be perfectly alright. Just wish I had an option to use easier foods or the ones that aren't in holding stations for this one, but let's see how we fare with what we have currently. I don't think we need to worry about truck tax or anything. Chili, peppers, green peppers, need to make more of this, and golden. You already messed up because that was P and not R. That's what I was supposed to do. Damn it.
A great day for cooking, Chef.
Need to remember which one is R. Parmesan. It's always R, I'm pretty sure. Alright, hold on. Let's try not to mess up immediately this time. Before we even get to the stuff. Like this, like last time, so far it's pretty much identical. It's all for Parmesan, there we go. That time I got it right. Stomach. Peppers. See, it's a little bit less intimidating when you do it by the slice, just because messing up once doesn't mean instant combo ruined.
Cooking and
I
serving.
think we're good for the first stop at least. First step was all 4, which tells me that this at least can't be one of the gimmicky ones that just 2 stops and it's terrible. We'll start cooking another thing of chili while we wait for this one to be completed.
Congratulations! That was perfect.
What else do we need? Chili, get another thing. And more sausage slices. And more pizza, I guess.
We are nearing the next stop.
And I think we are also golden for this step. And this time we're actually, at least able to get a good amount of combos. There we go, perfect
I
step.
knew you could do it. That was amazing. We're almost there. We got this, chef. We got this, chef.
Alright, there we go. I'm pretty sure that everything else that we're missing is already being prepared here, so now it's just a matter of waiting. And apparently we don't need this anymore, so there is one more step remaining after this, so let's go ahead and start preparing the food for that step here now. Oh Christ, what do we need another crop of sausages here apparently.
No problem, chef.
Alright, everything's so good so far. Alright, I'm pretty sure we get it. Just a matter of waiting for everything to be cooked, and in spite of my lack of confidence in the foods that were in holding station limited that we are forced to choose for this, I think we're gonna be perfectly alright here. There we go. Perfect stop, perfectly completed. Yes, I'm just gonna sit back now because I guess there is
A perfect run?
more of a need than I thought for the getting more patience in the special orders before we get to the stub, or after we get to the stub base, I should say. Right now I only have the burst bonus on that, but there we go. I got an actual delicious bonus because it wasn't just a gimmick round, it was just incredibly short and rapid fire. is to say I like it more, I guess. So the only one that I haven't completed in this whole zone yet would be the last one that has the exits. It's a 15-point menu. But apparently it does have some actual selection restrictions. Let's see. We got 6 of these, which isn't exactly the best in my eyes. How much can I choose exactly? Not an awful lot. It's only about 4 rows, and I don't think I want to lose or choose any of the like high specialization foods here. What does bond mean? Did I choose this? Why did I choose this? Must have bought this at some point, or else I wouldn't have it as an option. Let's see. MPK and then what? There's obviously something that has to follow this. But, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't think I'm gonna be dealing with that today. But we are gonna need a 15-point menu, so we're gonna have to fill it out somehow. Hold on. We don't even have any, like, high-level stuffs that I could use for my regular special orders menu other than this one, I guess. I would like some level 5 stuff though. That would be like the easy way to get more of those points in. I think I'm gonna choose the omelette. Seems like it's easy way to get 4 easy points, but beyond that, what am I gonna be doing? Let's see, we do need 15 points. We have how many right now? 6 points. We need only 12 points for this one, because my amount of stations, but still intend to go for the full 15 points one way or another, but I would really rather not do it with these foods. Hold on. What is this stew? Stew with an unknown origin. That's about right. I don't know how that was wrong, but let me see. Oil, beef for beef, peas, carrots, onions. Or not. Oh, P for potatoes, Z for peas. God damn it. Need to do anything else after I cook it? If not, then I guess I will go ahead and pick this one as well. Apparently the answer is no, but I only do a little bit with it. Not that it matters. Let's go ahead and pick this one. There we go. Now we have 4, we have 8. We need 7 more, and we have 5 more spaces to fill, so how are we gonna fill the rest of these? That's what I would like to know. We usually do pupusas or cereal or waffles, I don't know. I think if cereal works the same way as it does in the first or in the second game, it should be kind of easy. It's just picking that. R for cornflakes, really. Yes, cornflakes does not supersede chocolate for being the best choice for the letter C. M for M wheats. Alright, so that is. I think we can do this one as well. There we go. What else should we do? I guess we can go with Kier, which should be easy, yeah. And at this point we are at 4, 8, 10, 11. We need 4 more points to fill this out. Wonder if we can. Oh, Cloud we know this one, I think. It should be easy. And now we can just do easy ones for the rest of these. I don't know which ones it would be. Well, let's see. I don't really want to do the ones that you have to fry or dunk. I never do like those. What are these griddled eggs? I don't think I've ever tried to cook these, but I get the feeling they might be more or less the same, scrambled. Sunny side. So it can be in any order at least. Yeah, sure, we can go with this. And there we go, 15-point menu, which I'm very, I'm filled with doubts just looking at this, but I guess we're gonna make it work one way or another. Because we have to.
Alright, let's get moving.
I guess I'm not gonna be too obsessive about getting a gold medal in this one, but I'm still gonna try my hard as I can. I don't know. Do we need one of everything? I think we do. We do have 6 stations, so hopefully we manage to get everything right. Stew. Oh, we made stew. What the fuck? Potato, mushroom, stack.
On it, chef.
Alright, this could work. This could work. Need more eggs though. Hold on. Guess while the eggs are cooking we can take this time to prepare more of everything else though. We got 4 stops. We can probably use the time.
That was the most delicious food I've seen. Wow.
We need more of, yeah, we need more eggs. Rather predictably we only make 3 eggs per serving, per order. That's a unique order.
Next stop.
And there we go. Managed to clear out all those orders at least. 4 of us croque monsieur, which apparently we need more of. Okay. And of course more eggs. There's this. More eggs, more croque monsieur, more stew. Oh boy. Oh, I got that wrong. Hold on. And more of these for the eggs. Gonna need more of those eggs, but no, never mind. Apparently we have enough then. Not enough of that shit. Hold on. Where is it? There we go. Start making more of the rest of this. Well, we wait for those to be completed. Let's see. Cranberry. What are? Yeah. Number 4 is more croque monsieur, which guess we will have to get ready in. Oh geez, what? We needed 1 more of those stupid slices. It just wasn't coming through yet. I will gonna keep this as is. Anyways, we're not gonna touch this. Right, there we go. I need more eggs, more of pretty much everything except for the slices, rather unsurprisingly. For now we just worry about this.
Next stop approaching.
There we go. Ready? Oh boy, yep. The challenge of this one is just gonna be keeping track of all this stuff that's gonna be running out really quickly. There's the egg order, let's not use more of those eggs, we'll try to have the muffins. For that. And stew, I'll leave some onions and eggs, because everybody wants their freaking eggs today. But there's apparently not enough to meet demand. And muffins, Jesus Christ. muffins so popular in this universe? Nope. So what's gonna have to do with this? The other eggs, the ones that aren't even the... Oh, whatever, at least we can literally just do this. Isn't even the last stop, is it? Right, so all these are just going at their own pace, which means I don't have to do this. Shit. Now I'm gonna need a lot of everything. That's how it always is. Fried cheese, almonds, sausage, tomato, mushroom, onions, this. Oh dear lord. Sure hope I have enough time for all this. Muffins, because of course I do. More stew. More of these freaking eggs. What else is new? Okay. Oh god. Need more of whatever that is. That's hard to see. Nope. Fuck up. Nope. I tried. And apparently it was not to be, so... got messed up by the lack of croque monsieur at the end, I don't know how. Well, at least I'll be able to fulfill this one brisket slices order that this guy wants. That's always something, isn't it? Oh no, I lost my combo because of all the sheer fucking amount of holding station food that you're forced to choose for this one. I guess I'm gonna come back to this one later when I have more of those holding stations to get my gold medal, because I really don't think that, well, probably that'll be a little bit easier at that point. Don't have to worry about constantly running out of supplies for each one of those things, and as well as friggin' trying to keep up with all the special orders. That's things. So I guess I will settle for a silver medal at this time.
A for effort. And an A in my heart. You're the best student in our class, Chef.
Oh hey, I got level 21. It'd have been silly if I had said that I didn't get level 21, but now that I have a little extra
500 miles down,
upgrade points.
1,500 to go.
Well, yeah, give or take. Mostly give.
What was that?
Now, let's see.
Really? Because it sounded like you muttered something.
Well, it's 1,500 miles as the crow flies, but this isn't a crow, it's a food truck. And we've got a lot of states to dodge. Like, you know, the ones that were nuked in the Blue War, the ones that sank into the ocean, the ones that are currently on fire. Oh, and you can't forget the ones that walled themselves off, like Texas. And then, of course, you have the land of the dead.
Yeah, okay, Whisk, I understand. So how many actual miles until we get to Nashville?
About 4,000?
4,000? 4,000!
And that's assuming we don't get lost. In the Blue War, I got lost all the time. But hey, maybe this will be different. First time for everything and all that?
4,000.
Yay!
No yay.
4,000 and apparently a few hundred medals to deal with. Oh boy, we've reached South Dakota. Might still be far away from the competition, but I can still taste victory. Where is Nashville anyway? It's in Tennessee, I think. I don't know where Tennessee is, but... but now that we have new upgrade points, should have 4 total. And we do have 4 total, which means I could go for this extra holding station upgrade if I wanted. I don't know if I want it right now. I think it would be, I don't know. Would be a better option to get that, or to get one of these or one of these, or this one actually. Hold on. Did I get this one? I think I did get the first level of that. Actually, no, I didn't. I haven't gotten any. Apparently, no, I don't have any levels of this, and yet I do have some degree of patience for those foods when arriving at a stop. I don't know how that happened, but alright. I think that what we're gonna do now is, well, I have two options technically, but this one's gonna be more costly, so I have to wait more for the same payoffs. I know, I guess first thing I'm gonna be doing is get another one of these stations and then get another one of these stations. And open up the path to this upgrade, which apparently is basically to keep the food for burning. Twice as long to burn when the cooking timer is in the red zone. Huh. So I said, like, does it not double up the clock completely, but only when it's in that zone, like in the last quarter of the burning thing? I don't know, but we'll have a new extra holding station, so maybe it could actually be a little more doable to do this stage again. And maybe go for the gold medal. Tell you what, I will try it one more time, just to see if we can manage it. I'm probably gonna regret this, but guess we're gonna find out one way or the other. Really gonna be to prove or disprove a theory, I guess. We now have 7 holding stations. Get straight down to business, I guess. Focus. I need more muffins, so I actually will just one more muffin. So what are we gonna be doing? I guess the muffins for the final one. What? Come on. There. There's that. There's this. So we need one more of these griddle legs or whatever. Griddle legs? I think that's what you call them, yeah. There we go. Let's get that out of the way so we can make muffins there. What else can we make with this? I guess more muffins or more griddle eggs. And we didn't make enough griddle eggs, so yeah.
We are nearing the next stop.
There we go. Shit, how did I mess that up? Yep, that's not a good order. Hold on. I would rather not mess up the day from a freaking special order rather than anything to do with holding stations. That's what the issue was last time, so let's get a go over on that one at least. Oh wait, we might be in here a while. I might feel a little bit more determined about this than I care to admit. Right, so what are we missing? Just some cookers here, right. I think at this point all we need to do for this top is wait. Yeah, that is indeed all we need to do for this top, right.
Your proficiency in the kitchen is unmatched. Let's do that again.
I got that one wrong again. Help. I think I'm gonna just restart it again. Come on.
Let's have some fun today.
Okay, so stop and look. Oh, great. Hold on a second. No, apparently I can't actually do this right now. Hold on just a minute. As I try to figure out something in the background unexpected that has come up. Right, momentary interruption averted, kind of. Let me see. I can remember or return everything to the position that it was in. There we go. It was there, it was here, and let us resume this, which I'm pretty sure is going to be less stressful than a momentary interruption. Oh yeah, baby. All of a sudden I'm very, very thankful for everything. This is the place where everything goes your way. You don't try to get interrupted into doing things. Try to get roped into doing things in a way that does not meet your expectations. Yeehaw. Alright. Let me tell you, I sure do like doing things in a way that I establish without unpleasant surprises along the way. Alright. There we go. I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Tiny trip handling again. And don't worry about it, I barely do either. It's got to do with food, I can tell you that much. Apparently people are very hungry and they insist on yearning after food that has a very, very low production rate compared to the rest of it. That's the important part of it, I guess you might say.
Keep up the good work.
Oh man. Also, speaking of being interrupted, apparently Avast really wants me to know that apparently it found a tracking cookie in my PC. Hold on a second. Is what I would say if I was actually going to interrupt this right now for that, but
Ready?
how can I do that when I'm in the zone? Is this the correct thing? Yeah, this is the correct thing. There we go. I figured it out. I cracked the code. Okay, what else do we need? Eggs? Of course I need eggs. How do I not need eggs? Everyone wants to eat eggs. But eggs come from an animal, and everybody eats eggs. No. Everyone eats eggs. I don't eat eggs. Vegans are nobodies. Alright, this is the last stop, this is not the last stop, but look at that, look at like things might actually be manageable now in this timeline. So I need, of course, I need more muffins and of everything. I get the feeling that this extra holding station may not actually be my salvation as I hope it would be. Seven axle, cheese, bacon, tomato, onions. Will I have enough for all of these? I have no idea. Enough time there is. apparently the answer is yes, at least for those, but here comes the next challenge. I had to figure out what the fuck is left. What else do these fuckers want? They want problems here. What else do these fuckers want that I can make? Oh god, oh. What else do they want that I haven't made yet? More eggs. Well, we'll have to deal with that in time. There we go. Right, I think all I gotta do now is just wait and spam control. Control or Catarl, whatever you want to call it. I try to mix the two ways of pronouncing that in the same breath there, which you can see how well that turned out, but yes, I think I actually managed to do it this time. There we go. And clearly it was all to do with my one extra holding station that I had, even though it probably wasn't.
Impressive.
It was more coincidence than anything, but let's see how much money that made. And let's see how terrible the exchange rate is gonna treat me this time. I didn't even catch how much it was, right? 727. I'm pretty sure I made like over 1,000 in one of these before, but it wasn't even as hard as this one. How well?
500 miles down, 1,500 to go.
Oh yeah.
Well, we already watched this cutscene, so let's go ahead and skip that again. So we've almost got full gold medals on this. I guess I'll have to go back to the ones that I haven't gotten that yet. Haven't gotten that on yet, which is only 3 stages, I think, yeah. One in each of these locales. I do have all gold medals, but I don't think I'll be doing that right now. Or even do any of the stuff in here, because I've been doing this for a little bit. Simple Solids 2, like, there's not even a point requirement for the first one. It is Simple Solids 1. Simple Solids 2 is it like, oh, I think I see what they mean with the numbers now. It's the 2 indicates the level of the thing, the food, and apparently it's only level 2. Okay, did I not put that together from the previous thing that I did? Like, anything else that has the numbers? That yeah, this one, I guess, level 1. It's only level 1, and I never put it together that it was supposed to be for the level of the thing. Oh well. I guess I do now. I have now. Oh, Moab, Utah, yeah. Moab, Utah, Boise, Idaho, and I guess now Wall, South Dakota. I have no idea if these places are real. I guess I must assume that this one is. But things just ain't the same anymore in this town, which is why I guess we could customize the truck before we stop this, but I do want to switch to Bloodstained in just a minute, but let's see, which trinkets do we have in our inventory that we haven't placed yet? No more burgers, oh boy. I don't know if I agree with that, but I guess we might as well make use of that. Evergreen, I'm pretty sure we placed all the rest of these, so maybe we can actually spend some of this money that we have on more of those. Like the bird cage, fermentation tank, island man. More of these trucks, cheesy hand, liver and whisk plushies, and apparently there's some of these that you unlock by. Oh hey, look, we're getting spoilers for some of the places we're gonna go in the future. Wichita, Kansas, Midland, Texas, Houston, Texas. I've been to Houston, Texas, actually. Or have I? Have I been to Houston, Texas? Actually, no, I haven't. That's like one of the cities, like the one big city in Texas I haven't been to. I've been to Dallas and Austin, but not Houston. Never mind. Atlanta, Oklahoma, Wall, South Dakota. I guess we're probably gonna unlock that soon, but look at this wall scroll. I'm scared to click on that, but a bronze en route A, day 1 in Jackson, Mississippi. Let's look at all these places that I don't know if they're real or not, but you know what? Why don't we try to no, hold on. Go for at least one more gold medal in this territory before I switch over. Oh, hello, Lambda. Like this one. 10-point menu, Summertime Buffet, the World Tour, Fried Fantasy, or the new foods. I guess we can go for this one. I can imagine that this one could be, in theory, the easier one, even though I see that it's got a shit ton of holding station foods. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't say I'm thrilled about serving any of these. There's no point requirement, so I could just go for them. Yeah, I don't know. What's the glazed donut from the Netherlands subway? We have to do anything with that one after we, I think we do, but it's just like the same 2 buttons every time. That's the other trick. Oh. Yeah, you're cooking. Well, thank you for... No, apparently we don't need to do anything else since, like, 8 donuts in our thing, so we'll go for this one. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub for 21 months, Lambda. That's nearly 2 years of this, I guess. And that time I did have the window for the alert stuff open, unlike at the beginning. So hold on a second. If I go to the Streamlabs tab, is it gonna show me the... Well, it's not even loaded. Oh, I have 2 of them. That would probably be why. That's probably not a good thing. Let's see. If I go to recent events, will it allow me to replay the one from Red Bear, or is it still... No, I just ate the one for Red Bear, I guess. I can replay one that was from 20 days ago.
I just wanna take this opportunity to say RWR.
There you go. I sure do like how consistent Streamlabs is, and just Twitch in general, I guess. It sure is a flawless website. So hold on. Alright, this. Do we need to do anything else after we cook the fish, or we just serve it? I think we just serve it. Also, Lambda has limited hydrate, so I shall... Yeah, we just need to serve it, so I guess we'll go for that one too. I'm just carefully going over this entire menu to find the lowest effort foods of all. But yes, I've taken a drink which probably only really served to further increase my salinity content, but sure doesn't feel that way. Let me see. I never tried funnel cake yet. How does this one work? Based on the fact that it's only put in the batter and deep frying for the first step, I get the feeling that it's not gonna be just serving it. It's at least gonna be like the same... Hello. Same button combination for each of these. No, I get the feeling it isn't, but wait, what? Oh. Apparently you're not supposed to put sugar in. Hold on. That's kind of awkward, honestly. Almost as awkward as continually bumping into the microphone because I'm not used to having it in that position, because I need to have it in that position just to be able to see the keyboard here. Let's see. There's only 3 more spots. Let's go with this one, and this one. And as for these, I don't know. I remember chicken fried meats being kind of easy. Let's confirm that though. Just doing that. It's either chicken, steak, or steak, and then oil, and is that it? No, just need to put in gravy, and apparently after it's done you only need to put in gravy, and that's it. So never mind, it is kind of easy, so yeah, we'll go with that, and we'll go with tonkatsu, which I'm pretty sure right now is easy, so it's just cover the pork and then do the same combination every time, so... We'll try to go for a gold medal in this one.
Great day for cooking, chef.
And I see that there's more than 2 stops, so I know that it's gonna be not one of the straight up gimmicky ones, which is nice. Let's see.
stop.
Oh dear, what now? Can't forget we need to push a second step to this. Oh boy, this might not be so easy after all. Oh shit. Alright. Try to keep up though. Let's see here. Chicken nuggets. Does everyone ever always want chicken nuggets or whatever? 5. There. Well, we're surviving so far at least. Need to make even more chicken strips, but not enough. Not any more donuts. Let's see. Oh yes, more donuts. God damn it. Need more chicken strips. And more stick fingers. There we go. So these are worthless now. These are also worthless. Let's take this opportunity to start making more for the next step. And optimize our numbers here in preparation. Let's see. Apparently we're good on that. For the next stop at least, but... what about the special orders on the left here? As I keep up with those, they should in theory be fine, but there's gonna be 5 stops, so I get the feeling it's gonna be not as simple and uncomplicated as I would prefer it to be. I guess that's where the difficulty comes from in this particular stage. Yeah, we're gonna get some short stops, which means I guess that we're not very distant stops, which is gonna imply there's not gonna be a lot of preparation required, but I'm pretty sure that's a full sense of security right there. We're gonna keep all the food that we have right now and try to make a little more. That's what we need. Fucking chicken strips, of course we are. Gonna need way more. I don't even know if all of this food is gonna stay fresh until we get to the next one, but... I guess we might as well do what we can. I mean, we do have like the full upgrade for that anyway, so that's the first one that I really bothered with. What do we need? Because we clearly need more. There we go. That's dealt with. We need fucking chicken strips. And we need apparently one of these, and I don't know what happened there, but apparently something went wrong, thus rendering everything I've done so far moot, because I was going for the gold medal, but... oh well. I actually have no idea what went wrong there, but apparently something did. I don't even know what we have in the all the way in the left there, but chicken nuggets, donuts, fried fish, I need that. Probably. What do we need actually? Just chicken strips. apparently we've come within 99% of accomplishing everything right here, I guess. That was a perfect stop. If only the mystery mistake hadn't happened in the last one, you know what, I guess we'll try one more time.
Keep it up tomorrow.
I don't know if there's anything else we can optimize. I guess I'll take another look at the menu and try to figure it out. Cause what else do we have here? Chicken fried meats. I guess if we could like swap out one of these for one that required a little less, like I guess fried chicken and fried seafood. Does that require any more than cooking and serving? I don't think it does actually. So I think this might be a little easier. I messed that one up, but that's fine. Just a test run. Trying to confirm whether or not that's all that was needed, and apparently that's it for that one. What about the seafood here? It's like the same but with a different set of keys. And it makes me think of Splatoon whenever I read half of these names for some reason. I say for some reason even though I know perfectly well what the reason is. I blame somebody I know playing the Splatoon 3 demo that came out a few days ago. That's probably already down by now, but what does it matter? And of course every freaking character in that game needs to be a seafood pun, or just a sea animal pun. Alright, so yeah, it's the same deal with this one, so we'll try it again, but this time with this slightly more optimized menu, I guess, for
You do the cooking, I'll do the driving.
not having to worry about multiple steps in cooking, I guess. Pretty sure I'm gonna need
We are nearing the next stop.
gonna need to prepare more of the fucking holding station food, but I can't fucking check what's missing. Because there's too many special orders coming in. Hold on. What more do I need? Everything. But especially fried fish. People just don't know when to give up fried food, I guess. Okay, chicken strips.
Taking care of it, Chef.
Just gonna have to eat what's available, I tell you. I think I'm good for this step for now, at least. There we go. Wait for the rest of this crap to finish cooking, and we'll be perfectly alright. Alright. Start, preparing the crap I'm gonna need for the next stop, I guess.
Amazing work, Chef. What was your best yet?
What else? Fried fish. And steak fingers. And I think I did it right. There we go. I don't know how cod and fish are separate, but apparently in this particular designation they are. Right, I guess we're good for now. It's another fake,
We are nearing
easy,
the next stop.
fake low difficulty stop, even though I guess from the previous one that I just finished up this. I guess the actual difficult stop is gonna be the fourth one. Gonna empty this whole thing out. Can optimize this as much as possible after all.
Your proficiency
No, not that.
unmatched.
This.
You got it back.
What more do we need? Everything. But we'll just deal with that as we go. It's gonna have to be how it works.
Ready for the next stop?
I think my vision is legitimately getting a little bit blurry from this, but that's normal, right? Right, I think we're pretty much good except for yeah, whatever we're missing in this front, which is... That's always something. Let's see, one thing of fried fish, just one fucking thing of fried fish, and then one thing of stick fingers. There. Been cooking on a tram to hell or just a food bus? Yeah, just a food bus. There's apparently a plot going on. Apparently we're traveling across post-apocalyptic score of places that I don't know if they really exist or not, because I am very ignorant of geography. When it comes to cities, at least. But that's the premise here. What I think I actually got it this time. There we go. Gonna have to wait for this shit to be over. Let's trash the rest of these while we wait, just because. And there we go. That time I got the gold medal. I'm not even gonna press anything, just let it play out because that's what I feel like doing right now, I guess.
Whoa! I think that's a perfect run.
If only we could have done that before, but no. It's not one of those that you really need to sort of try and optimize it if you want any hope of not wanting to just kill yourself while you're attempting the perfect run. We're really close to another level, but I don't know if I want to do another one of these. Like, I thought there was going to be the easy one too, because it doesn't have any other requirements in that. Like, we'll take a quick look at what the theoretical menu could be for this one. Doesn't look that... Well, I see a bunch of fried foods or holding foods, which is already making me cringe. And this one, I don't know. What's any foods? What's the high point foods we can use for this? Hello, roulade. Roulade? We do roulade with nothing else, and I guess this could be not completely terrible. I don't know. Just go with 5, it's a 10-point menu, so we could just go with 5 of the 2-point foods. Or bouillabaisse. You know what, we'll try this one just to see if we can level up again. Yeah, I know these ones are kind of easy. I don't even think I want to try any of the high-level foods from this one, so this... Emul Pajan. I have to remember this. Oh yeah, it's this, I remember now. Yeah, it's not that difficult, but it is kind of difficult, so we'll go for something else like that one. I just need to press one thing. I think boba tea is kind of easy too, let's see. Not even going to practice that, just gonna go straight into it and see what I do. I forget really I'm gonna be...
See you, chef.
This is gonna be my last one, even if I don't get the gold medal. Bouillabaisse. More bouillabaisse. Croquements. A little more croquements here because the production for that is very suboptimal, I guess. There we go, cotton candy is that. Alright, I think very good, except for the one other thing of copper and steel that we need, which of course we do. There we go. Might as well clean the rest of this out while we're waiting for that to cook. Let's see.
Amazing work, Chef. That was your best
Let's
yet.
see. What else do we need? We need everything, of course. Can't be simple or anything. 6, right. I don't know how I was wrong, but alright. Come on. That time it wasn't. Oh, we need a hell of a lot more croque monsieur, actually. Apparently we don't get a lot of production out of that. Chocolate C. Cheesecake is what? It's out here. Here it is.
We're nearing the next stop.
Fuck. Well, I messed it up, but I don't care. I said I was gonna continue. I guess I will. It was a fat finger thing too, or just jump the gun thing, I guess. Do we need to make even more? Of course we do. Oh. Got hot again. Today it's almost 80 in my room, but we might get snow tomorrow night. Boy. And I wish I got snow at any point.
Cook,
It
serve,
just randomly gets hot even... Oh hey, look, they said the thing. I didn't know they did. Now it's surely time to roll the credits, but... Maybe if it snowed sometimes instead of just raining and getting more freaking humid and yet not even helping with the unreasonable heat of the weather.
next stop.
It could be a little bit more bearable, but it isn't. But no XP for banana, that's why I messed up last time. That's actually not a very common order, but it hasn't been for me so far. Oh, that said, that doesn't need a seal. Smoker. It's all for mocha, that's what's an uncommon order. Velvet. And that one ran out of time, of course it did. So I guess, never mind, it's a lost cause. We can just go with Velvet. That did actually work. I don't know what I'm missing here that's running out of time. It's probably this. But I already lost a bunch of those orders anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh well. We're being very defeatist in this timeline, but that doesn't matter. Because there's an infinite number of possibilities that can be done over and over again. Didn't even get a single medal this time, I guess, so that wasn't even the final stop. We're going to the final stop now. Alright, let's try our best. Even though we're already doomed to get a bronze medal. Which is chump change. Okay. I'm gonna be able to get all of these, but it's a noble effort. Yeah, I need a few more upgrades, I think, to make this a little bit more reasonable. Honestly, not unreasonable, but then I realized that actually would be a little bit redundant. Alright. Don't even know if this is what I need, but it seems par for the course. Can we... there. What else do we need? Because we clearly need something else. It's always that way. Now do we have everything we need? No, we don't. There we go. And now we just wait. For the waiting game and everything is gonna be perfectly fine. And so it was. There's a couple of upgrades that I could think of that would have made that a little bit easier at least. No new medal awarded. How we get our first ever bronze medal, which I think it's the same little sting that you get for a silver medal, at least. I'm guessing that you get the same kind of a repertoire of voice clips for a bronze medal and a silver medal. But hey, the main reason I did that in the end was actually to get the level up, and so I did, so it was kind of inconsequential in the end, but there we go. I don't think, yeah, we can't really afford any new upgrades with just 1 point at this point, I don't think. Except this, but actually we don't have that available yet, so now we can't get anything new. Well, maybe this, but I think we would want that. I would either want this, or that so I can get more money easier, and levels probably, or this. This would be good too, but of course I can't actually access it, and this one's too expensive right now. I get the feeling this one will be more useful later as well, but not for now. I will just continue, and I don't even know if we can get 3 more these prep stations. I can't even begin to imagine how that would work. It's like 0 and then for the number 10 and then the 2 keys to the right of that for 10, 11 and 12 and then 2 keys below that I think for 13 or 14. That should be a lot of fun, but we'll come back to this game at some point, probably. I don't know if it's gonna be on stream, I'm just gonna keep playing it off stream, probably, but something that I will do right now. Let's go back to a game that I haven't even gone back on my own time for quite a while, even though I was meaning to. Let me just go ahead and switch the game on the thing. Because that's what's happening now. That's what will be happening in just a few more instants here, and that I shall feed on. Okay. Before I actually start this game, I should probably set up my controller here. Hold on. Is this thing open? This thing is not open. I need to open this thing. And I can actually not be evasive about what I'm doing because I'm not playing on an emulator for once. I am starting out opening up Input Mapper, which should allow my PS4 controller to work as an Xbox controller, and I'm sure that's what I need to do to control most of these games with a gamepad on PC, but except for the Capcom first-party games, those are like magical, and those don't work if you try to do this weird cross-input emulation thing, so I have no choice but to do it with the native input, but no, right now I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna want to play this with a native input at any rate, because go ahead and try to capture this too. It's been a while since I've done this. Apparently I didn't play this since like July last year.